I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Justice League issue number 37. Could the cracks appearing within the makeup of this super team soon lead to their breakup? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, the Justice League is still getting reamed out in the court of public opinion. The politicians are weighing in, worrying about how dangerous the team might be, especially in light of a recent set of murders carried out by a Batman copycat. Superman does everything he can to defend the team and protect their image, but it's not easy. Now hey, speaking of that Batman copycat killer, he actually has narration duty over this issue, and we more or less see his origin. You see, during a battle the original Justice League had with the Shaggy Man, and you know this is an older version of the Justice League because Martian Manhunter is there, a kid was watching them from afar. The destruction ended up dropping a building on him, which cost him the use of his leg, for a little bit at least. The kid powered through, inspired by the hero's power and strength, but it's clear that he took away all the wrong lessons from the Justice League, joining the army not long after and racking up quite a few kills. Now he's dressing up as his favorite superheroes and killing everyone who he believes has wronged the Justice League. He also managed to take Simon Baz hostage in the previous issue, and he really lets us know what kind of fan he is. When he starts saying things like, "Oh yeah, you're the new Green Lantern, you're alright I guess, but Hal Jordan is the best, Hal Jordan is the man and nothing can ever change that. There's too many Lantern Corps anyway, things were better when I was young." And right there, if you couldn't tell everyone, the villain of this newest Justice League story is a giant toxic superhero fanboy. But hey, you know what, the fact that he didn't make a big deal about Simon or Jess's race only goes to show that he's a little less toxic than the real toxic fanboys we have to deal with in the comic community. Turns out before being a psycho killer who liked playing superhero dress-up, this dude dubbed the Fan actually worked helping to build the Watchtower, which means he rifled through their files, which means he basically knows their secret identities and weaknesses, and because of that is able to get one step ahead of them using genre savvy. For all these reasons and more, he was able to predict that Jess and Batman would go looking for Simon Baz, so he blows up the bar that Simon was kidnapped from. But this is just the beginning of this dude's plan. He already has his sights set on his next target, a loudmouth Bill O'Reilly stand-in who's been raking the superheroes over the coals as of recently. But hey, in a nice moment of the superheroes showing how intelligent they are, they pretty much assumed this guy was going to be the next target, and as such all went in undercover in costume to protect him. Man, Chris Priest really loves putting the heroes in costumes, doesn't he? Well, I mean civilian costumes. Technically they're almost always in costume, like 50% of the time. The heroes end up defeating this guy easily, as they should. He's just a normal, regular, everyday dude, but it seems that he has one last trump card to play, and that is he's hacked the Watchtower's teleportation system. To what end, we're not exactly sure, but you can be certain that it's not good, and it's right there that the comic ends. So that was Justice League number 37, everybody, and overall I continue to be really into what Christopher Priest is doing with this Justice League book right now. It just feels so different from anything else that's on the shelf at the moment. And I mean, it's only fitting that a very different feeling Justice League should produce a very different feeling villain in The Fan. A guy who is basically just a normal human and whose only great power is his love and admiration for superheroes, only instead of that being a good thing, it's twisted and inverted to where he attacks people who don't feel the same way. And I mean, Jesus, do I even need to spell out for you what an interesting little mirror that's holding up to the fan community? I assume you've all been on Twitter, right? For all these reasons and more, I would give this issue an 8 out of 10, and I'm definitely interested to see where we go from here. So that's Justice League, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a look at some of these other videos. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you always know what new videos are coming out next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, please check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month, and it would be much appreciated. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.